Hello students. So today we are going to start with the next topic of module 4. Name of the module 4 is backtracking and branch and bound. Today we are going to discuss N-Queen's problem. Now before understanding N-Queen's problem, let us quickly revise backtracking approach. In last video we discussed backtracking approach and how it is better than brute force approach. We must know two things about backtracking approach or when we should go for backtracking approach. So we are trying to solve certain problems where constraints are imposed and those constraints needs to be satisfied for solving the given problem. So the problems which are constraint satisfaction problem, then we must go for backtracking. Second important point is, if you want to find out all possible solutions for the given problem, then we must go for backtracking approach. Now let us understand what is N-Queen's problem. So here is the problem statement for N-Queen's problem. There is a chessboard given of size n cross n. We have to place n queens on the chessboard in such a way that no two queens can attack each other. I'll quickly read the problem statement. The n queens is the problem of placing n chess queens on an n cross n chessboard so that no two queens can attack each other. This is the problem statement. Now let us understand how to solve this problem. So here we have considered a chessboard of size 4 cross 4. Generally we see the chessboard of size 8 by 8. So where we have total 64 cells or blocks. In chessboard, we know that queen can traverse or queen can move in 3 different ways. That, for example, if a queen is placed over here, I'll write it as a Q, that is queen. If queen is placed in first cell, then this queen can move horizontally, this queen can move vertically, as well as this queen can move diagonally. This is how queen can move in 3 different directions: horizontally, vertically, or diagonally. So over here the same concept is used. Here queen is the same queen of the chess which can move in a horizontal direction, vertical direction and diagonal direction. So we have to place, so this chessboard is of size 4 cross 4. So we have to place 4 queens on this given chessboard. Now while placing those 4 queens on this chessboard, we have to make sure that no two queens can attack each other. Now when queen can attack each other, for example, this queen is placed over here, so I cannot place another queen in a same row. Similarly, I cannot place another queen in a same column and another queen cannot be placed in this diagonal cells. If queen is placed in any of these cells, then queen will be under attack. So we have to place another queen in such a way that it won't come under this row, it will not come under this column and it won't be under this diagonal. So here there are 3 constraints that another queen cannot be placed in a horizontal or in the same row, another queen cannot be placed in the same column and another queen cannot be placed in the diagonal of a previously placed queen. Now when it comes to writing an answer, the answer will be represented with the help of solution vector, and generally solution vector is represented using x. So how we are going to represent our solution? So here x is a array which is shown. We are going to place 4 queens, so they are shown like this. Index of the array 1, 2, 3, 4. So this 1, 2, 3, 4 is nothing but these are the queen numbers. And this box, here we are going to write down the number. For example, queen 1 is placed in first column. Then queen 2, it might be placed over here. If it is placed over here, I'll say that queen 2 is placed in column number 3. So the solution vector will be represented like this. In this box, we will be writing the associated column number where the queen has been placed. Now before understanding the working of this n queens problem using backtracking approach, let us see if we try to solve the same problem using brute force approach, what difficulties we are going to face. So as we have already discussed in the previous video, that backtracking is an extended version of brute force approach. In brute force approach, we find all possible solutions without applying any constraints. So brute force approach also provide us with all the possibilities, all the solutions, but it's a time consuming task. If I try to solve the given problem using brute force approach, then let us understand what difficulties we are going to face. Here I have considered that if I have given 8x8 chessboard where I am going to place 8 queens. Now when I am asked to place 8 queens on 8x8 chessboard, so how many possibilities are there to place 8 queens on 8x8 chessboard? So 8 into 8 means 64 cells or blocks will be there in the chessboard, right? So I have to place 8 queens on those 64 blocks or 64 cells. So there are 64 C8 ways are there by which I can place 8 queens on this 8x8 chessboard. So if we calculate the number is going to be very, very big. So these are the ways by which we can place all the 8 queens on 8x8 chessboard. So if we try to perform this task manually, it's going to be very, very difficult to perform. Now if I solve this problem by finding all these possibilities, I'll get total 92 solutions. So there are total 92 solutions by which 8 queens can be placed on 8x8 chessboard. So 92 solutions are possible, and out of those fundamental solutions available are 12. So I can say that 8 queens can be placed on 8x8 chessboard, and for that we have 12 solutions available. Now question might come to your mind that earlier ma'am told 92 solutions, now there are fundamental 12 solutions. The reason is that though we are getting 92 solutions, but those solutions, if you apply rotation or reflection, you are going to get only 12 solution. And how this 12 number came, I'll explain you with one example. Over here we need to understand the difficulties of solving given problem using brute force approach. Similarly, if I try to solve, or if I try to place 4 queens on 4x4 chessboard, then how many possibilities are there? 16 C4, that is 1820 possibilities are there. And how many solutions are there? 2 solutions are there. So if we try to solve this problem using brute force approach, you may be able to find out all the possible solutions, but we will end up with large time complexity.